The Alibaba Cloud Academy is announcing its next learning path, network engineering. This set of courses is part of our Learning Path series, which is focused on developing career skills. In our networking path, users will be asked to complete 7 out of 9 courses to earn the Networking Engineer Certificate, a badge to showcase your networking skills. In this course, you will learn more about our ECS and how it is used to create stable and reliable networking environments. You will also learn how Alibaba Cloud's Server Load Balancer, Virtual Private Network, and Virtual Private Cloud work together with ECS to provide a complete networking solution. The final coursework runs through a host of situations where Alibaba Cloud's products can handle even the most difficult networking issues.
So to explain how these products work together, I've invited Product Marketing Manager Chris Chow here to give us a little bit more detail. Hi Chris, thanks for coming.
Hi James, good to talk to you, and hello everyone.
Cool, so in that intro I talked a little bit about the networking solutions. Can you give us sort of a better definition of what networking is and sort of how it's different, traditional networking and cloud networking?
Yeah, sure. I think most of you are very familiar with the traditional networking for enterprises and organizations of all sizes. They have bought a few boxes like switches and routers in the data centers, and they also need to work with carriers or ISPs, to put their boxes into connection with all kinds of cables and this line. So for cloud networking, things have changed. Pretty much every network function is virtualized. So with the emergence of a new technology called the SDN, software-defined networking, we can provision all the networking functions and services from the cloud by using really low cost x86 servers. We can virtualize the computing, the networking, and other functions. But we can also provide these functions such as load balancing, such as VPN, these functions to our customers. Yeah.
Interesting. So that kind of all sounds complicated. I'm new to this networking thing. So for a sort of casual user, they might not want to do something as complicated as you're explaining, or at least learn about it, and they might go to Wix.com to build a website. So why would you choose Alibaba Cloud to do your networking over a much more simpler, easier to understand solution?
Yeah, as you mentioned, Wix.com, Alibaba Cloud do have a lot of website customers. They host all kinds of business on their website, such as online education and e-commerce. So we have tons of customers like this. They choose Alibaba firstly because of its elasticity. Let's think of a scenario when during peak hours, let's say 8 to 9 p.m. during the day, your website will have a lot of visitors. So traditionally, you have to have lots of physical servers, even if you don't use them all the time, to prepare for these peak hours. But with cloud networking, you can use this elasticity by using a lot of VMs within a couple of minutes, and you can also expand your network bandwidth within a couple of minutes. So that's the first thing most of these website or internet customers use cloud. And secondly is the flexibility. Since a lot of customers they're growing really fast, right? And some customers, they need to open up a new site within a week, or sometimes if the site doesn't work out for them. Let's say if it's a retail store, if it doesn't work for them, they can shut it down. So if you go to a carrier for such kind of networking service, usually you need to sign a whole year contract, which is not a fit for these customers. So for us, we can help you to open up your network services and even shut it down within a very short period of time, to help you grow your business and adjust your business.
Gotcha. So in the beginning you mentioned a few different products and services. Those sound like puzzle pieces to make up an entire networking solution. Right. So could you tell me how these products sort of work together to build something for different sized customers?
Yeah, sure. First of all, if you're a web-based product or you have internet business, usually you start from the cloud. So for this type of customer, we have bunch of products that we call cloud networking products. So you can use virtual private cloud, server load balancer, network gateway, elastic IP, this type of product to build your network interface with the internet. So you manage the inbound and outbound traffic from your cloud, from your private, virtual private cloud to the internet. For example, in such cases like placing an order to an external vendor or visiting an internet website, you can use this product. And for traditional industry customers such as manufacturing, banking, usually you already have lots of applications and services in your data center, and you need to connect your data center to Alibaba Cloud. So to meet the needs of this type of customers, we have options such as VPN gateway. We also have this line-based product called Express Connect. We also have a hybrid connection, which is called Smart Access Gateway, to meet the needs of customers from traditional sectors. And lastly, for multinational companies who operate in different continents, you need to think about how to connect your cloud networks across different regions. So traditionally, we provide a product called VPC peering. For example, from Shanghai to the Silicon Valley, you can create a tunnel, to connect these two dots. But with an increasing number of, the sites in your global map, you need to create the, even more complicated network connections. So with the next generation product we call Cloud Enterprise Network, CEN, you can put this dot in the CEN instance and they are automatically connected to provide you with a full mesh network.
Nice.
So so those are the products we provide for customers in all kinds of industries and in different sizes.
Gotcha. So my last question is sort of to someone who has a traditional network setup, who's maybe been using it for years and built their own IT team that understands the way their sort of networking solution is tailored to them and works for them. How do you convince them to move over to the cloud? And so what are sort of the advantages of making this move?
Yeah, sure. For companies who are already familiar with traditional networking, usually the reason to go to the cloud is migrating a piece of their application to the cloud to reduce cost and to increase the elasticity of the application in the cloud. So usually what we talk to our customers is once you use Alibaba Cloud and Alibaba networking products, we can ensure you a consistent user experience when visiting that application in the cloud or in your private cloud. So what we do is by using CEN and other hybrid networking products, we can help you to create a high-speed global network with minimal time latency. So your users across different sites can access the application with relatively stable and also secure and also in a very fast fashion. And secondly, we do support those startups or those rapidly growing businesses. So let's say, for example, we have a customer who's doing a cell phone business. They used to operate in China only. Recently, they expand to the global market. They have set up their offices in Southeastern Asian countries. They also have a factory in India. So, but these sites are built in silos. So we help them to quickly connect all these sites within a couple of months, within 1 month, so that the data and the information collected from each country, they can be synchronized and analyzed in the cloud. And lastly is I think it's meaningful for the IT staff in your organization because we really help them to reduce the efforts. What we do is we design the product and solutions in a really simple fashion. For example, Smart Asset Gateway has a terminal device. It's a box, and it's really easy to deploy because without any networking training, your normal office staff, they can just plug in the cable and all the networking configuration is sent from the cloud controller, and you don't need to dispatch your IT technician around different sites. So That's what we do to convince those potential customers to go for public cloud and go to Alibaba Cloud.
Terrific. Thanks, Chris. It seems like there's a lot of great things you can accomplish by moving your networking practices to the cloud.
Sure. Thank you, James. Networking is a basic but also foundational product, and it's also the first step you need to consider when moving to the cloud. So hopefully you will enjoy this, dialogue, and you'll find it helpful.
Great. Thanks.
So now that you have an understanding on how these cloud products can create powerful networking solutions, it's time to take the classes, watch the demos, and become a certified networking engineer. To visit our learning path, please click the link below. And for all your cloud education needs, log on to edu.alibabacloud.com. See you in the cloud.